Call it Pop Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, booty.
Hey, I don't know what to do.
What's up, YouTube? So this video is going to talk about, it's basically for the new experienced medical assistant. This is going to pretty much tell you guys on how to prepare yourself for the first entry level as far as for your medical assistant job. This is for anybody that's on their first day for medical assistant. I usually know that most people may not know as far as for what to do or how to prepare themselves, so hopefully this video can help you out. I currently work at pain management for medical assistant. I've been here for like a year and some change now. I had my experience with family practice and also with OBGYN. So this, you know, is it's not fairly new to me, but to some of you all it may be new to you. So let me just go ahead and help you guys out with that. So it's going to be 5 steps you want to take as far as for doing a good impression for your first day. For one, you want to familiarize yourself as far as with the organization on your first day. So whenever you first work in a medical assistant, you want to first make sure it's your responsibility to see and understand as far as for how everything runs as far as for the office. You want to see if it's running smoothly, if it's running roughly, what's certain type of communication skills you can use to kind of get yourself familiarized as far as for the patients. You should also immediately learn the organization process for checking in patients and also filing systems and the type of terminology that's used whenever you play a role as far as for medical assistant. Now, one thing I can say that I can kind of improve on is just learning the names of these medications. When I tell you guys, when I go over these patients' medications, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like going over makeup, like, or, you know what I'm saying? There's just so much, like the ingredients that's in makeups. If you guys ever look in the back, that's how the medications names be looking like. I sometimes have a tongue twister with it, but on the first day, you want to get yourself comfortable with the organization. See, as far as for, is this a feel for you? Is this something that you like? You can always walk into a building and tell whether it's something for you. Like when I first went for my when I first went for my interview for Care Spot for medical assistant, I can already tell this was something different than what I'm usually used to, but I can already tell that's something that kind of wasn't my field. The second thing is you want to be open to instructions on your first day. So what I mean by that, you want to basically be able to understand the basic learning skills of a medical assistant. So basically with the medical assistant office, it's very unique with certain, you know, demand skills that they may have. Although your ability is to open to the instructions as far as for understanding how everything works and whatnot, the medical assistant field is always changing. So you want to be able to adapt to certain physician orders. You want to be able to adapt to certain instructions. So if certain patients want you to do certain things with them, you want to be able to understand that. Sometimes I like to take notes. On my externship, I was working with so many different doctors with OBGYN. So I had a book on the side to make sure that I take down, you know, notes as far as for what physician likes this way, what physician likes that way, you know, stuff like that. So you basically got to prepare yourself as far as for the certain shall I say procedures. So you basically got to write down what each physician may like and stuff like that. Also, if someone gives you instructions on how to do something a lot more better, just take the criticism easily. Most people don't take criticism that easily, but me personally, I just take it in and just leave out with it, because at the end of the day, some people may want you to do something a certain way. If the doctor isn't telling me to do it a certain way, I really don't take it as serious. But if it's a patient that wants me to handle them a certain way, I like to take that serious, because it's like you just never know. Another thing is befriend co-workers, but don't engage in office drama. Me personally, this one is a good one, but me personally, it depends. Like, you have a lot of people who's not as friendly. Me personally, I want the office to be able to understand my purpose for being there. I don't want them understanding my purpose is to make friends. My purpose is to be there to work and get paid and also learn my experience. But also, you know, friends come along the way. But with me, see, at pain management, I work in a smaller practice, so we all get along. But when I was working at OBGYN, I got along with a lot of people as well too, because OBGYN was just kind of like its own little section. But at the same time, it's like when I was working, I can already tell, like when I went to the interview for Care Spot, I can already tell it's a lot of drama in there. And even so, the drama don't just be within the workers. Sometimes the drama is into the management as well too. Don't get yourself into that. If you feel as if you can already kind of spot the drama when you first start a job, just kind of either find your way around it or just find another job, because it's really not worth it. You don't want to mess up your experience just to, like, you know, not be into all that office drama and stuff like that. It's really not worth it. And some offices tend to be small, so it's like you don't really have to deal with all that gossip and stuff like that. Now, when I was working at a plasma center as a phlebotomist, it was drama everywhere, you guys. So sometimes just kind of like see which one is more important, either learning, getting your experience, or, you know, not dealing with the drama. The fourth thing you want to do is put the patients first. Always smile and put the patients first, no matter what. One thing about me, I love customer service. So no matter what, the customer is always right. The patient is always going to be right, no matter what. You just got to find your way of handling things. Now, I have had some issues where I have came across patients who do the most. I'm not going to say rude or anything like that, because people are people. When they're in pain, they have a different character that comes out of them. But I have dealt with some people where it's like, it's not worth it. It's not worth my job trying to argue with you and stuff like that. So sometimes what I do is, if I ever come into a altercation where I feel as if, like, you know, the patient is either kind of like targeting me or pushing me or something like that, I always like to sit down and talk to the physician, let them know, like, hey, look, I went to this room, this happened. They may tell you that I was rude in there, but I just wasn't trying to engage into what they had going on and stuff like that. So I like to keep that to a minimum when it comes to that. But always smile. Every time I walk into a room, I always be like, hi, thanks for coming into our office today. My name is Desiree. I'm going to be your medical assistant today, and today I'm just going over everything you put inside the paperwork for me. So that's how I usually introduce myself for the medical assistants. And we also have badges as well too, so you know you're good on that one as well too. And the last thing, you just want to have a positive attitude. Whenever it comes to the patients, I like to make sure that I always have a positive attitude, because you just never know. Patients talk, so whatever happens in the room, they're going to tell the physician. But overall, you just want to make sure that you just, when surviving your first day for medical assistant, you want to just get yourself familiar with the organization, be open to instructions, make sure you always put a smile on your faces, make sure you stay away from drama, and just always have a positive attitude. If you do all 5 of those steps, you would definitely have you a successful first day. And you just never know. Even if your first day doesn't turn out as good, the second day can always be better. So hopefully this can kind of help you guys out. To all the new medical assistants out there, I hope you guys do good as far as for your first day. And continue growing strong, because at the end of the day, this is all just experiences you can learn from. Everybody have a good one. Peace, y'all.